You wake before dawn, alone with your breath, your heartbeat, and a mind that whispers both promise and fear. But hear this, the moment your eyes open, a silent battlefield begins. Within those first seconds lies the border between your life as it is and the life you are determined to forge. Own those moments and you own everything that follows. Hesitate, and the world seizes them for you, fragmenting your day, your purpose, your destiny. Graham said that a mind with a vision is unstoppable. Your clarity is the beacon drawing your energy through the darkness, and it begins before the sun even rises. And from that clarity flows belief, not the casual, hopeful kind, but the steel-forged certainty that shivers doubts out of your bones. Edison walked into failure after failure. Millions sunk into experiments. Yet he believed not in failure, but in progress. When the world laughed, he reached deeper. Belief is the engine that powers persistence. It is the mental discipline to repeat your morning affirmations, to resist the lying impulses of fear, to retake the territory of your mind each and every dawn. This is where vision transcends thought and becomes blueprint. Your vision is the magnetic field that draws resources, people, ideas toward you. Carnegie built steel, but he first built his mind's architecture. Your vision sends a signal to the universe, and the universe answers, with opportunity, with synchronicity. Napoleon Hill himself wrote, "Whatever the mind of man can conceive and believe, it can achieve. Not someday, but today." In those first sacred moments, you imprint that magnetism into every cell of your being. And beneath that vision, you place your purpose. Not vague or generic, but sharp and personal. To serve the world by launching 1 million entrepreneurs from poverty to possibility, to heal through art, to build a legacy that carries beyond what they say is possible. Purpose is your compass. It wires your passion into every micro decision. When the alarm screams and your body fights, your purpose whispers, get up, make that call, write that script, hit that barbell. Without purpose, routine becomes drudgery. With purpose, each moment glows with meaning. And purpose flows from the clarity and belief you began this maiden hour with. This is where discipline steps in, perhaps the hardest muscle to build, yet the most rewarding. Discipline is voice and body aligned. It is rising when the bed is warm. It is choosing the hour of focus instead of the hour of distraction. It is solar agriculture, planting small seeds through repeated, consistent acts so that your harvest arrives. Ford practiced for years, perfecting assembly lines. Rockefeller counted pennies. They did the hard, small things long before the world saw the result. They understood that discipline often precedes visibility. And then, action, not tomorrow, not later. During the ceremony you perform in the dark, your words and vision need movement. Even if it is 5 minutes of planning, 10 push-ups, or a voice memo reciting your purpose. Action doesn't wait for confidence. It births it. Break inertia with movement. Edison said, "Vision without execution is hallucination." So execute. Build the momentum. The stroke of one brush begins the mural. You stand on the threshold of transformation. The world beyond that curtain of wakefulness doesn't decide for you. It merely awaits your command. Will you give the order for greatness, or will you let inertia write your story for another day? Now you face the day's chaos, but you must wield gratitude as your shield. At morning's cusp, speak, "I am grateful for this breath, this body, this opportunity to shape reality." Like Rockefeller, you give thanks for your health, your challenges, your mentors. Gratitude magnifies abundance. It turns scarcity into possibility. It opens your mind to opportunities you'd never see inside complaint's fog. It transforms every moment of resistance into a next chance, a next gift. When resistance rages, you calibrate. This is adaptability, not compromise, but flexible strength. When times shift, markets dip, conversations falter, the statuette of your morning vision is still intact. You adapt your strategy, not your purpose. Lincoln used failure like loom, threading wisdom. Schwab lost money and reinvented himself in insurance. Adaptability is fluid, like water, steadfast, like rock. Evolve or perish. In the fires of conflict, you discover resilience. Not because failure makes you strong, but because strength is born in overcoming failure. After every defeat, after every not yet, you plant your face into the wind and say, "You cannot steal what I refuse to surrender." Every single time. Each restart is a declaration. Your destiny outpaces their doubts. Your morning ritual gives you the emotional armor needed to bounce back and push forward relentlessly. And always we circle back to learning, the relentless pursuit of better. You read, you reflect, you ask questions, you listen to the voices of pioneers, Hill, Darwin, Disney. Disney drew a mouse, then conquered animation. Carnegie learned sales in the night hours. You today insist, "I will be better than I was yesterday." Your mind becomes a sponge, not a trophy case. You drink from wells of knowledge, then filter it through experience. Then you drink again. All of this, the mindset, the clarity, the belief, the vision, the purpose, the discipline, the action, the gratitude, the adaptability, the resilience, the learning, is not a menu from which you choose. It is a symphony. Each element interlocks and builds, crescendo rising, and it begins before sunrise. Imagine your future. You standing at the pinnacle of achievement, results in your hands, respect in your voice, abundance in your life. But that future is already alive within you because you breathe it into being this morning. The habit takes root, the mind obeys, the world responds. Hear me, do not sleepwalk through your life another moment. The world yawns with chaos, distraction, second-guessing. But you are the conductor of your awakening. Before the noise begins, before the world demands your attention, you stand firm. You speak. You call your world to order. You ignite your day and your cause. So rise, breathe in the promise. Declare your authority over your minutes. Recite your purpose with unshakable belief. Act, learn, persist, adapt, never relent. And when night returns and you lay your head upon the pillow, you will know that the day's battles were yours to win, and you battled. Your dreams are not distant, unattainable specters. They are seeds already planted, growing in the soil of your morning. Own your morning, and you own your destiny. This is not a pep talk. This is a summons, a primal roar at the gates of your potential. The most powerful men in history, Carnegie, Edison, Rockefeller, Ford, did not stumble into fortune in some fairy tale. They seized it, deliberately, systematically, every sunrise. Carnegie, that steel titan, recited his vision in the dark before dawn. Edison, that relentless inventor, summoned brilliance at first light with words of power. Rockefeller, Ford, Schwab, each began with a ritual, a declaration, a ritual of unbreakable resolve, and from that resolve streamed empires. Your morning is sacred real estate, a canvas blank and full of possibility. In those early minutes, you're not just waking, you're activating your sovereignty. Speak to your subconscious. I command this day, I am its master, and you are. The mind obeys what the tongue declares with faith. Let us move now, not in pieces, not in fragments, but as one continuous movement of transformation. Breathe in. Feel your life swelling beneath your chest. It is yours, unfolding by the force of your own conviction. Your mindset must become an unyielding fortress. Doubt is the traitor that sneaks in the night, but conviction stands guard, armed with purpose. A mind filled with belief is impervious to external voices. Lincoln lost more elections than he won, yet he believed in the Union, in destiny, and in himself. Ford faced ridicule and expert analysis that screamed failure. He persisted anyway. Henry Carver emerged from slavery to innovation because he believed deeply that his vision was real, not fantasy. Your mindset is your foundation, combated every morning, declared with emotion, rooted in unwavering faith. Without it, your fortress is built on sand. Now let that fortress stand strong enough to see your clarity, the precise image of your chief aim. Visualize it. Do not waver. See yourself already there, the conversation you have, the award you receive, the account you close, the people you serve. See the habits you embody. See the process, the early hour routines, the workouts, the study, the discipline. Picture it in such vivid detail that your subconscious can taste its truth like water in a desert.